final stretch of the program, and we're in Edo State, where the governor, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, has promised to further institutionalize its procurement, land acquisition and revenue generation reforms that engineered its support from the World Bank to make it impossible for his successor to take the state backward. Well, Governor Oshiomhole, who said this at the final day of the Edo State Executive Council retreat holding at the Transcorp Hilton in Abuja, emphasized the need for political leaders to be creative in leadership and ensure they fulfill the promises they made to the electorate.
It's the final day of the Edo State Executive Council retreat, a time to review its performance and further plan on consolidating the reforms that endeared it to the World Bank.
I believe that by the time we carry this reform down the line, it will be difficult, whoever becomes the next governor, to maneuver, because if you do, somebody can go to court and ensure that the laws are enforced.
As the summit ends, the participants say it has been a learning process, prompting them to greater commitment.
If we have this kind of platforms where we can honestly interact, interface, and also share ideas, it will create the right synergy for you to drive governance process in Edo State.
We are on second circular. Yes, second will be completed. Teachers' house will be completed. The Okpela road will be completed. The Irako Akwana road will be completed. The Emu road will be completed. For us in the Ministry of Works, I think we should be able to complete our projects. Other participants vow to be committed to further reforms and consolidating on the progress achieved in the state.
We feel we have, the next 12 months to help put in place strong structures. We have to create the right incentives for them to ensure that they understand what we have done and they are able to help ensure that there's continuity in the programs which we have started.
The reform is ongoing. We have all bought into it, and of course you always hear that they say the civil service is the engine room of the system, the government, and we ensure continuity.
The reforms are there, and we will continue to institutionalize them in such a way and manner that anybody that has the privilege of God and the people of Edo State to become the next governor of Edo State cannot just like a political simkin de swagger, cannot just like a political mais gloriosos, cannot just like a political burakio, capriciously set aside the reforms and engage in a suo moto political peregrination.
For Edo State government, it's a case of how well one finishes. It is hoped that the next 13 months will increase the chances of the Oshiomhole administration finishing strong.
Elsewhere, workers of the Offshore Pipeline International in Warri, Delta State are protesting against the non-payment of 9 months' salary owed by the company. The casual workers who took their protest to the company, a contractor with Shell Nigeria, say they've been owed since February and are asking the federal government to intervene.
Our salaries since February this year. We've not gotten any dime from OPI. What's happening, we don't know. Nobody to talk to. That's why we come out like this.
And let the world know, let the government know, let our President Buhari, the good president, let him know what is going on here. Because all our frantic efforts to make sure they pay us this money prove abortive. The contractor is saying is OPI. OPI is saying the contractor. So we are going to be here till we get alerts. Even some of our workers, they are dead because of the hardship. Some they are sick inside the house. There's no money to take care of themselves because the type of the job we are doing is a very serious job. Very serious job. Even putting sickness for people, but some people live with drugs.
Meanwhile, the management of the Offshore Pipelines International has denied the workers' allegations. In a release sent to Channels Television by the company's representative, Mr. Osaze Obaseki, the aggrieved workers are being owed on account of work done for another company by the name Afrin, which has gone into administration. He says that OPI Nigeria Limited is unhappy about the situation and is working round the clock to resolve all the issues. Residents from different quarters of Ekehoa axis of Benin City on Thursday besieged the head office of the Benin Electricity Distribution Company along Akwa Pava Road in Benin in protest over what they called prolonged blackout in their areas, amongst other unfair treatments by the distribution company, according to them. Now, the protesters are also calling on the state government to urgently intervene in the matter as their economic well-being has been badly affected by the development. And in his reaction to the protest, the manager corporate communications BEDC, Mr. Curtis Wade, said although the company is doing everything necessary to improve power supply to residents, the huge debt being owed by the protesting residents themselves has been a major challenge.
The Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDC, is one of the successor companies of the defunct Power Holding Company of Nigeria, PHCN. The intention of the immediate past administration, which partly privatized the power sector, was to make it more competitive and beneficial to Nigerians. However, the daily angry reactions and protests by residents of Benin City seem to prove otherwise. Even the Edo State Governor, Adam Sushomole, does not hide his criticisms of the handover of the privatization deals embarked upon by the Jonathan administration.
You don't hand over the economy of 3-4 states, huge states, to a family of a husband and wife. The man and chairman, the wife as MD. And so the consequences is the fact that the more blackout they gave you, the more fee charges they ask you to pay.
Here is yet another Thursday morning protest by residents from different quarters of the Ekenwa Road axis of Benin City.
We have been paid for nothing. We have been paid for nothing. And this thing is not fair. It's painful. They will bring the light 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, in 2 weeks again. When we came for the first protest, second protest, the third protest we came here for, he said we should go and bring 10 million naira. There are something they are going to face. When we are paying our dues, we are paying 750 monthly. Then that is corruption of the highest order.
When the carry pepe come, they say, may I give them that old one. Now let me tell you, my brother never come that time. When they come, I give them. They give me pepe. I pay. They say I not go pay put. I call the pay put. If I back out, they go remove money for meter. I can't pay and finish. When I pay and finish it now, meter come burn. I not come get meter again. We got this thing direct. They go be FVP. If they can't come again.
We are not going to accept verbal agreement that we should put it on pen and paper, on which they have agreed to do.
The corporate communications manager of BEDC, Mr. Curtis Wande, in his reaction via telephone, says the company is doing all it can to ensure steady electricity supply to the area.
We are only trying to manage the little we are getting from the national grid. And to work in everything, these are the same people who are not paying. The area is owing us a total sum of 28,140,952 naira 26 kobo. What we have given so far, we have not paid, and they are asking us to give them more.
And that was the BEDC side of the story. But the people of Ekenwa, like other residents of the state capital, hope they would not have reasons to keep visiting the company's headquarters with more complaints on lack of power.
Well, that's it on the program today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Joka Rogers.